My heart goes out to each of the victims, and my prayers are with the loved ones of the deceased.
It's the type of call that you hope never to receive.
I want to be very clear. Anyone who was involved in last night's shooting will be held accountable to the fullest extent of the law.
Tonight, the city of Akron on edge after a mass shooting overnight. Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Lena Lai. Tonight, we have new information about the shooting and the investigation. Here is what we know right now. Akron police confirming one person was killed and 24 others were shot during a party that was taking place around midnight. Two of those victims remain in critical condition at this hour. Akron police say the victims range in age from 19 to 43, with the majority in their 30s. And WKYC has obtained video from a neighbor's doorbell camera that shows some of the chaos and gunfire as it happened. A total of 100 people were at that party when shots rang out. To be clear on exactly where this happened, it was in the Kelly Avenue vicinity, located in the city's East Akron neighborhood. That location is just a few blocks near I-76 in an area not far from Joy Park and the Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company. We have team coverage now with Mitty Hicks at the Cleveland Clinic Akron General Hospital, where many of the victims were taken. But we begin tonight with Lydia Sparra, live now at the Akron Police Department with new information about the investigation. Lydia, what are we learning?
Well, Lena, this is what we know. The Akron police were called to that location Saturday night. It was 200 people. It was loud. It was a big party. There were fireworks. So police asked the people to disperse. They did. But then some people came back and the party continued. Then around midnight, that's when shots were fired. This video, captured by a residential camera, shows the chaos. But when you listen, you can hear gunshots and screaming, a nightmare for the city of Akron, as one man was killed and 24 others more were injured, with two in critical condition. Akron's police chief, Brian Harding.
The victims range in age from 19 to 43, with most of the victims in their 30s.
The police chief says about 100 people were attending a yearly birthday party on Kelly Avenue. Shots were fired from a moving car, says Harding.
Akron City and Akron General are both on diversion to all for a lockdown for a large shooting in the city of Akron.
With several partygoers firing back, handguns were found on the scene and
assault rifle. We did recover those rounds.
The rounds hitting partygoers at random, and the city sending the injured where they could.
Large incident in Akron. City General are both on diversion to everything, and West Reserve is on lockdown.
On Sunday night, police are now looking for the shooter or shooters who got away and are asking the public for help.
This was a tragic incident which impacts our entire community.
But the city, its people, have a trust issue with police, an issue Mayor Shamus Malik is well aware of.
We recognize the gaps in trust that are there. We're not trying to shy away from them or hide away from them, but we all as a community need to address the gun violence going on in our community.
Now, the victim that was killed is 27 years old. I did put in a call to the Summit County Medical Examiner's office, and they tell me that they will not release his name until Monday. Now, for further reaction of the community, we go to Mitty Hicks, and she's at Akron General. Mitty, good evening.
Well, good evening, Lydia. As you just mentioned, two people are in critical condition at the local hospital. And I'll tell you this, it's June 2nd. The people that we spoke to say now is a time where people should be celebrating graduations, birthday parties, and even the start of summer, which is 18 days away. But tonight, people in East Akron afraid to go outside.
Bow, 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 nonstop.
Sharnella Roberts says she heard this sound for 3 minutes Sunday morning. Roberts is talking about this video 3 News obtained from a house camera near the intersection of Kelly Avenue and 8th Avenue. People running, screaming, trying to dodge bullets. A scary scene as people are sleeping, and the gunshots robbing people of a sense of safety where they should feel it most.
It's crazy just to not even be able to walk down the street and have to worry about stuff like that.
Especially for their children.
That got me kind of skeptical about the neighborhood I done chose to move in, thinking it was good for my kids because they was close to their school, but I can't even really be like too trustworthy that my kids gonna be safe walking to the corner store.
What's most concerning is this violence is happening at a block party where people should be having a good time.
But everybody want to have some fun, you feel me? As long as it end right, it can go down. As long as it end right, everything should be cool. Let it go down. But all this nonsense at the end, and you feel me, there's people's sisters out there, people's cousins, everybody's related to somebody. You never know who in the crowd.
It's very troubling to me that someone took it upon themselves to come past partygoers and just a full-fledged open assault on individuals for no reason at all.
And now, people considering leaving Akron after getting calls from loved ones hundreds of miles away, asking about their safety.
I really don't feel comfortable living in the city with us getting a rep like that. And it's just not getting any better. It's getting worse and worse.
Now, when it comes to mitigating gun violence this summer, Mayor Malik says the city is partnering with the Alcohol, Firearms, and Tobacco Agency, which most people know as ATF, in an attempt to keep guns out of the wrong hands. Now, with the police chief says people in Akron should expect to see more police in their communities this summer, Lena.
All right, Mitty Hicks, a violent start to the summer for sure. Mitty and Lydia, thank you. Also tonight, in reaction to the mass shooting in Akron, community leaders took to social media to speak out. Congresswoman Amelia Sykes, the Democratic representative from Akron, took to X saying, quote, "I am devastated to see the senseless act of violence in our Akron community. Our heart and prayers are with the victims, their families, and our entire community who are attempting to make sense of a senseless act of violence." And the Cleveland Cavaliers put out a statement today saying, in part, "Our hearts, love, and support are with the individuals impacted by this horrific event. These senseless acts of gun violence have no place in our community here in Northeast Ohio." And stay with WKYC, both on air and online, for the latest on this developing story. We will have updates and new information as it becomes available.